I'm here with Paul from Fruitful Trees. Paul, we're at your house. You're in Palm Beach County, Florida. And your primary, or your reason for growing fruit, if I understand correctly from knowing you the past few years, is because of your diet. It's what you eat.
Exactly.
I mean, this is Paul's supermarket. This is his Winn-Dixie. What percentage, maybe you never measured it yourself, but just off the cuff, what percentage of your calorie intake would you say you grow yourself versus you buy elsewhere?
It depends on the season,
right?
But the more I grow and the more fruit I'm getting, it's becoming more and more.
Yeah. All right, show us what you got.
All right, well, we're right in front of this tree, which you already tried, and we'll go fast here because I know you like your videos short.
No, I'll cut them. I'll cut them. You know,
All
there'll
right,
be plenty
this
to
is
cut.
Seville White Zapote. You just tasted that.
That was good.
Seville White Zapote. Here we have Key West Plantain Mame.
Okay, so is that what we have here?
Yes.
Tell me this, Paul. This little guy here is a baby Key West Mame. How long before that becomes this size and is able to pick?
At least maybe 2 years, a year and a half.
At least 18 months, right?
Yes.
We moved 6 inches, and Paul's going to show us another tree.
This tree here is my first cocktail tree. This one has Fairchild on this side, and on the other side it has Angie.
So, Paul, you just used the term cocktail tree. Explain to our viewers what that means.
Basically, if you don't have a lot of space and you want more varieties, you could add more than one variety to a mango tree. Even on the mame tree, you could add more than one variety of mame to one tree. You could do that of every fruit, but it must be within the same fruit category. So here in this mango tree, I had 3, now I have 2 left varieties of one mango. And it just helps when you don't have a lot of space. So I got Fairchild and I got, what's the other one? Angie.
Angie. And the idea is like a fruit cocktail. You've got multiple fruit on one tree, albeit within the same species.
Yeah.
Point out what else you got.
All right, so this is my front yard, and I have to be careful because unlike Tom, who has a big farm and nobody's going to come on his
I'm down
farm.
along dirt road, and
Yeah.
I got neighbors that'll shoot you before you'd have to go through their property to get to mine.
Tom's from the Northeast like me, and where Tom is now, in the Northeast, we call that down yonder, right?
Yeah.
So for here, I live in a neighborhood with walk-by traffic, so I had to be thoughtful about what I was going to put up front. So I only have this mango up front. I don't have other mangoes here. On the front, I have moringa, I have star apple, and I have jaba de caba, and also sapodilla. Those are good fruits to put on the front because even if people take them, they don't all ripen at once. They're not all well known as mango. I also have a star fruit in the front as well, that you get a lot of fruit. So even if people take that, I get more than I'll ever need.
Yeah. Paul, before we go around back, is this miracle fruit?
This is miracle fruit, and right now it's loaded. And I eat this often because I'm into health and I'm into fasting. And what I like to do is I like to drink lemon water. I take one of these and then I drink lemon water. By far, I eat this more than any other fruit in my property. And as a matter of fact, if something happened where I could only have one fruit on the whole property, it would be the one I use the most, and that is miracle fruit.
Well, that was going to be one of my questions,
Yes.
so thank you for anticipating it. And why? Okay, so you talk about drinking lemon water. What's the miracle? What does this do with lemon water?
Everything
Paul?
that tastes sour, it makes it taste sweet.
It's amazing,
like
isn't
candy.
it?
It's really
It's
a miracle.
amazing, isn't it?
What I try to do every day in my own personal life is associate with people that are very sour and just look for a sweet spot in them and just try to
He's a philosopher.
get through the day.
Now, Paul, as I got to know you, one thing that not only surprised me, but it also made me happy, and correct me if I'm wrong, but avocado's like your pretty much go-to fruit, right? Is that not like, I would have thought it was going to be mango, and I asked you one day, what's your favorite fruit? And I think you told me avocado, right?
Yeah, by far mango is not my favorite fruit, and avocados are not a sweet fruit. And I love sweet fruits, but I also want to balance it out with fruits that have other things in it. And avocados are more of a fatty, satisfying,
right,
that you could put in your meals.
Stick
and
to your
somebody
ribs.
who eats the way I eat a vegan diet, and I want something that's real good and bulky to eat. So avocado's wonderful.
Yeah.
So
how many varieties of avocado do you grow?
I have Oro Negro right here. I have a Ronnie right here, which is from Laura Farms. And right behind us, I have a Maria Black. So these are 3 avocados with these seasons are the same.
And known to be very high quality.
Yeah, all high quality ones. I have over there a Joquette, which I'm going to top work. It's not my favorite one. And then in the back, I have a Catalina.
5.
I have a Campong.
6.
I have a Simmons.
7.
And then next door, I have a Lula. I have a improved pollock in the pot, and a seedless one in the pot.
You in your backyard here, you have more varieties than a lot of farmers I know that grow on acres.
Well, I mean, we have different goals.
Yeah. We just did your front yard. There was a whole video's worth of content just in your front yard. Now we're in your side yard. Take us through your side yard, Paul.
My side yard is very interesting. Here I have a lemon zest mango, and here I have a sweet tart mango.
Yeah.
And over here I have a sugarloaf. The lemon zest is probably the best tasting mango when the mangoes are eaten at the right stage. However, a lot of challenges with this mango, and it's I'm about to make a video. Bacterial black spot, it gets it bad. So it's not one that I can recommend people planting at this time with so many other great varieties out there. But I'm not excluding it either. I'm still evaluating it. But Alex at Tropical Acres Farm says don't grow it. He doesn't grow it, but
Haven't tasted it just now. Paul gave me a sample of one. Delicious mango, and I have a little seedling going about this high. I'm going to keep it going. I'll work for them, you know what I mean? Now, I wouldn't want to do them commercially because of what you're talking about, but as part of a backyard collection, I have the space. I don't mind, you know what I mean? I'll spray them, I'll work for them, because that was one hell of a good mango.
I give it a yellow light, not a red or not a green, a yellow. Just
on growing characteristics, but on flavor, up
the
there.
highest.
Yeah,
lemon zest is the best.
All right, what do we got here, Paul?
All right, this is a cac. An excellent top 10 mango, cac. Have you had cac?
No. Does that stand for something, or is that the name?
That's
Cac?
the name. It's from Vietnam.
Okay.
I'm going to give you, let's see. Pull this right off the tree. It should be ready in a couple of days. No sap's coming out. Here you go, cac. You'll have to label that.
Moving right along. What do we got here?
This is the best tree in my yard. Favorite fruit in my yard. This is a China jackfruit.
Oh, is that what we just had?
Yes, yes.
That was not only the best jackfruit I ever had, easily one of the best fruits, one of the best tasting foods I ever had. That was good.
Absolutely, absolutely. As Tom says, one of the best, if not the best.
Paul, jackfruit. A lot of people don't know what jackfruit is. That looks like a huge fruit for most people. Is that a big, a medium, or a small jackfruit right
That's
there?
very small.
These are probably like 6 or 8 pounds, right?
Yeah.
The ones you get around here in fruit stands are going to be 20 to 25 pounds. You go on YouTube and see them over in Asia, they're 100 to 140 pounds each.
Champadak is what the fruit's called. This is a combination between a champadak and a jackfruit, so they call it champadak.
It is so good.
So good.
I wish you could try it. All right, Paul, here's a nice wide view of your yard. So over there looks like you have some raised beds, some fruit trees.
With some watermelon growing. And so we'll get to that,
Yeah.
but these are seedlings. This is a seedling of this tree here, which is called a Boca Champadak. It's another type of jackfruit that's easy peeled. And here's a mango seedling. The reason it's so high is because I had this mango tree, which was a kerry, but before I top worked it, it came out to here, the canopy.
Yeah.
And this one had to shoot for the sunlight.
And so Paul used the term there, top working. That's where we take a mature tree and we change the variety. So if you grow a tree in your backyard and you don't like the mango it's giving you, you can top work it. You can put a different variety onto your tree. Or as Paul showed us out front, you can make a fruit cocktail tree and put multiple varieties on the same tree. All right, Paul, what you got here?
This was a Dunkin' mango tree that I top worked.
What'd you put on top?
Sunrise.
Oh, like we tried today.
And it's one fell on the floor. Look how beautiful that is.
I think I see where it gets its name.
Yes. And
Look at that. Let me hold that to the camera. Look at the beautiful. So this starts out this dull green color.
No, this is a Dunkin'.
Oh, that's the Dunkin'. Okay. But this is Sunrise.
That's
So where'd this come from?
Well, it came in from the floor. It came from up there.
Oh, so you have Dunkin' and Sunrise on the same tree.
I'm in the process of, after these Dunkin' come out this year, I'm going to cut them, and it's only going to be Sunrise.
Okay, but when these guys are ready to pick, they flush orange like this.
Yes.
Look at that. I mean, it's easy to see why that's called a Sunrise. And we tasted one today, and it was good. Question for you. You've got half Dunkin', half Sunrise on this tree. When you remove the branches that create Dunkin', are you going to graft more Sunrise, or are you just going to let the Sunrise become the dominant tree?
Great question. At this point, I only want the Sunrise on here, and I'm going to take all the Dunkin' off. I have more than enough Sunrise already on here.
Okay, so you're just going to leave what's there and prune away if anything Dunkin' tries to grow back.
Technically, even if it was only one Sunrise, it'd be enough. But I have about 10 different Sunrise branches on
Science that, okay, fantastic. Okay, what do we have here? Looks like a mamey to me.
This is a mamey, but it's a unique mamey. It's a pumpkin mamey, also a dwarf mamey.
Oh.
Not many people have it. I had two. One just died, but this one I have, and it's growing nicely. This is pumpkin mamey. I haven't tasted it yet, but it looks like it's growing well.
I've only heard about it from you. I don't even know about it. I could see why there could be a variety of mamey called pumpkin because, like, especially the Magana mamey is like, it could be a pumpkin substitute. Like when you get a can of pumpkin to make pumpkin pie or something like that. So I don't know. Does it taste like pumpkin, or do you know where the name came from?
I haven't had it yet.
I'll be back to try it when you get fruit from it. All right, Paul. What have we here?
This one is my prize white sapote tree. It's a Redlands white sapote. And
I've heard about
the
this
season's
stuff.
just about over here, but you see there's a bunch still up here.
Uh-huh.
But here was one that was on the floor, so you could try this.
we
Now,
gonna
you
taste it?
tasted the Subel in front, but you could try tasting that one.
Okay. So this is a different variety.
This is a different variety, I believe much sweeter than the one, the Subel. Maybe a little bit more creamier is the one in the front, but go ahead and try that. The skin is edible, but try it.
Oh, Paul, that is so good. Oh, it really, you wouldn't know it was a fruit. If you blended this up and put it in a bowl, I would think it was some type of like a flavored yogurt or something like that. This, you've really made me last year you converted me to jackfruit. This year you're making me a white sapote guy?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
White
that's
sapote
good.
matters.
Yes. Mmm. And what do I see over here? Paul, a lot of the fruits we've been talking about are somewhat exotic. A lot of my viewers have probably never heard of a white sapote, a champadoc, and we even mentioned durian, which we're not showing today. But here's something I think everyone knows. What do you got here?
Well, I'm really a big advocate of watermelon. I love watermelon.
I do too.
It's absolutely my favorite. And the thing is, not a lot of greens will grow here in the summertime. Watermelon's a great thing to grow in the summer. It loves the heat. So I put all of my whole garden bed all watermelon. And we'll see how it goes. I got different varieties. I don't know what variety this is. I have the package with the name of it.
Yeah.
But it's one of the varieties that popped out like almost immediately.
It's beautiful too. It's got like a nice dark green with almost blue stripes in it. Yeah, it's a very striking looking fruit. So you've heard me talk about Paul's other properties, and if you want to learn about Paul's fruit in more detail, you could look them up on YouTube under fruitfultrees.tv.
Yep, that takes you right directly to my Fruitful Trees channel, but it's fruitfultrees.tv.
Okay. And then if you'd like to buy some mangoes, some avocados, some tropical fruit from me, you can get them at guacfarm.com. GUACFARM.com. Now, Paul's going to take me for a little stroll around Mango Land, and I'm hoping we find a few more straggler mangoes. Then I got about a 2-hour drive home. While I go do that, you go to guacfarm.com, and I will see you on the next video.